Welcome back, guys, to In Vivo Strength Conditioning channel. Today we're going to be talking about the Trueform. Now, you've probably seen this device and this treadmill on Instagram and social medias because it's now becoming very popular. What's becoming popular is the self-powered treadmills. Now, they have other treadmills. They have the Assault Runner and they have stuff like that, and each one is different compared to one another. But the reason why I like the Trueform and the reason why we decided to get it here at the gym is because it provides a lot of good intel when it comes to training. Now, if you get to see this, there is a time, there is a distance, there is a speed, and there's a pace. Now, there's a difference between speed and pace. Pace would be when you're running a mile or 2 miles or whatever. Mileages are measured in pace. What pace are you keeping up? Are you keeping a 7-minute pace, 8:30? It doesn't matter. It's about keeping the pace. Now, at least for the members and when I'm coaching, I like to, keep them accountable for them to know what speed they need to go to for them to be at a certain pace. For example, if you need to be running an 8-minute mile, you have to have a certain speed in order for you to achieve that. Because when you're running, there is fluctuations. What ends up happening is that you spend too much time doing 6.4, then 6.3, then 5.5, and you're like, what's the fluctuation in the running? This allows you to train that and have good posture while you're doing it. So the cool thing about these is you're self-powered, right? So you don't have to press no on button and you're just walking, right? Right now I'm just walking. Now I want you to pay attention to something. So when I'm doing this, I'm standing up straight. So from ear to shoulder to hip to knee, I'm standing up straight. Now, if I start leaning a little bit forward, I start picking up the pace a little bit. And that's on purpose. If you see someone that runs that way, what ends up happening is that they spend a lot of energy leaning too forward because you make yourself heavy. So if you're able to stand up straight and utilize your legs and your trunk a little bit better, then you become more proficient at this. Okay, so what I'm gonna start doing now, I'm gonna start jogging a little bit for you guys to see the difference. Okay, so I'm gonna come here and I'm gonna start jogging. Okay, now when I'm doing this, you get to see the speed in which I'm in. Right now I'm at a 5.5, 5.5. I'm keeping myself here. Now, if I go at this speed, that means I'll have an 11-minute pace. Ideally, I'd be finishing my mile in 11 minutes, which is not something I want to shoot for, so I'm gonna go a little bit faster. And now, I'm keeping an 8 to 7 pace because I'm running at speed number 8. Now, notice when I'm doing this, that it depends on my stride frequency. So if I'm spending too much time having to reach, I'm wasting too much energy. So when you're running, the mechanics of running is now going here and dropping your whole foot. And it's about keeping your feet in dorsiflexion. You see that? Toes up. And as you go down and you're going through this gait cycle, you're able to grip the ground so it propels you back. That's why you use a lot of hamstring. Boom, and then you go back to the glute. So you're using this motion. When you don't use this motion, what ends up happening, it depends on how you run. Everybody runs differently because everybody's body is different. They come and they become heavy-footed. When you become heavy-footed, you put your whole body into that foot, and that foot is now having all that weight, so you're driving your heel into the run. So you become a heel runner, and you waste a lot of energy doing that because you lean too forward sometimes and you're here. And where's all the tension going to? My lower back, opposed to being upright and using your legs. So what I like to do is I like to accumulate times. So I'll do an 8-minute speed for 20 seconds. So in order for me to accumulate that mileage that I want, let's say I want to get good at running an 8-minute speed, an 8 speed gives me like a 7-minute pace. So if I run at 8 in terms of speed, let's do the accumulation to that. I would have to do like four sets of 2 minutes at that pace, okay? So right now I'm just gonna do a couple sprints for you guys to see how ideally I would like to do this, okay? So right now I'm at blank. I'm gonna speed up. I'm gonna try to get to 10, 11. After I do that, I'm gonna chill out. I'm gonna chill out 30 seconds and I'm gonna go back to it. I'm gonna go 3 sets in order for you guys to see what I'm talking about. That way you guys work on this whenever you do go to a treadmill, okay? And by the way, guys, yes, it is hot in here. I am sweating and I'm pretending like, you know, I got the oxygen to breathe, but it's kind of tough doing this, okay? Here. So I got to 15. What do? Now I give myself a little time to relax, to breathe through it, okay? Maybe I take a little walking break. I'm still active, but I just hit a high speed, okay? Well, what does that do? It raises my heart rate. And by me walking, now I calm it down now. I do intervals like this, okay? So let's say I do 20 seconds rest, 30 seconds rest, and this allows me to build up that threshold to that intensity, okay? So now, once I get to a minute, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna hit 15 again, okay? So here we go, we got 3 seconds left. So yeah, it's tough. My heart rate right now is like, it's not even reading right, but it should be like around 130, 140, okay? I'm gonna give myself a nice little rest until I get into 145. Once I get to 145, I'm gonna do my last sprint to get to that speed. My speed that I'm getting to is 15. I thought I was gonna get to 11, but hey, I got more in the tank today. Here we go. And that, my friends, is how I like to use the True Runner to do my conditioning, okay? So just know, just know if you're gonna be doing this, okay? It's tough, but it teaches you mechanics. It teaches you not to lean forward, to keep your body upright, and how to use the fluctuation of weight, because you don't wanna put all your weight forward and now you're losing energy. You wanna be able to use those hamstrings when you cycle and you stride. So if you guys like this, subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, I don't know what you're waiting for, but you're getting all this good content. I know I'm on your TV, so let's get this going. Boom.